Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Loop to Flow from Karin Frank. This is a neat one. It's not really too hard, but has a really neat result. Okay. It starts off with, it's not really an elemental stroke of Zentangle. Well, maybe kind of. It's a C-shaped curve line, but it curves back on itself. Oh, that's a way to describe it. Like this, or a lowercase, lowercase E or L. And we want, I'm going to aim for this to be my center. We'll see. All right. Oh, you know what? Maybe if I do them, I was doing them upside down. Let's try it this way. All right. And for whatever reason, I have to think about it a little bit. This is why I was saying it's not too hard. Okay, like that. And I don't know why I keep like sticking on this. All right. Best to turn your tile. And it's like, I should do this on a triangle tile. No. That would break the whole rhythm. I can't do that. Because I'm aiming, okay, this one here. Oh, let's see. Oh, I can do this one sort of down towards the center-ish. Same idea. And you'll want to keep this part, the end part, the tails, a little bit pulled apart, kind of like that. All right, and then let's do this one here. Okay. Now we're going to do one the other way. So we're kind of mirroring it. And, all right, these I think I can do upside down. So I'm going to start here. And of course you could extend this if you need to. But like that. On all of them. Mine always end up uneven. Hence, proving the fact that there are no mistakes in Zentangle, and anybody that can pick up a pen can do it. All right, so there we have that. Next, C-shaped curve lines. And we're going to go from the top of one of these, kind of thinking take off and land, because I'm tracing over a little teeny bit of this. And we're going to that point in that little diamond. And then from that diamond, back down to the end of the loop. And we'll do that on all the sides. This is a really great, rinse and repeat one. And honestly, I'm finding once I get the steps down, I'm not really having to go back and look at the step out to investigate. It's like, am I doing this right? What's next? All right, there we go. So those C-shaped curve lines on either side. Now a big C-shaped curve line coming from the top, up and around, and then coming back down to that point. Or I should say the center point. No, I like doing it from the top. I just changed doing that, coming from the top and going towards the end, because I was liking how it was turning out better, because I was kind of missing that point. Like so. And honestly, you could stop here. Even before that, could stop. Almost, except for the first one, which is, but you could stop at any point and have fun with it. But we won't. The next step is another C-shaped curve line. And this one's kind of like a half of a flux or teardrop shape. So I'm going to come down from the tip a little bit, or the top of this a little bit. Like that. We've done these before in different things. So we're going to just do two. So coming down from a little bit from here, and then on the next one, a little bit from that end. Like that. And we'll do that on all of the sides. And then I just have to remind myself, okay, no, the longer one first. And then the next one. Like so. And look at how neat that's looking. I should like to do it a little bit more like that. I think that's the only one I've done that way. Like so. And that, my friends, is it. You know, I don't know if I want to say always. Usually amazed at, especially ones that look like this, that look a little bit more complicated or complex. And to see and experience the construction of it is just amazing. Because you wouldn't guess. That's how I wouldn't anyway. I mean, you can see, okay, these sides, but it's that first part. That's really, really neat. Okay, I'm going to, because I like the way it turned out. Let's use the graphic one. So you have all of this space, right, to play with. And let me just double check. Do take a look at the For More Inspiration link. Oh yeah, she's got one sample in color in there. Really, really nice though. And the sample, or like the little thumbnail that's on this one, it's just shaded. And that's neat too. But I kind of like this. I had debated about doing these three, but I kind of like this. Just filling them in. Could go either way. So many things you could do with it. I'm almost picturing it. And maybe at some point I'll play with it on another level. But I'm picturing it as a center and a feature on, a Zentangle or something. Just doing it a little bit bigger. You can have extra fun with it. But at this size, it could be almost a little accent tangle, or like a nomadic. I'm going to have to add it. I'll add that to that playlist. Tangle that it's self-contained and it can float. And the nomadic style is where we have tangles that just are all willy-nilly around, not necessarily. I have to go back and, well, I don't know if they put anything. I have to go back through my notes because I thought they said not overlapping, but I'll have to go back and check. I mean, and it's your tangling, and you can do with it whatever you want. But I believe that was what the concept was, because then we added a thing called cement, which filled in those gaps, and really, really neat. It was the thing that I was looking for a name for a long time, where in between things you kind of aura that inside the, if you have things that are kind of next to each other, or that, are right on the edge of something. And I didn't have to think too far. I thought about it for a long time, and then they came up with that name. And I'm like, well, there we go. I don't have to think about it anymore. Oh, all right. Like I said, I just think that it's really neat. Makes me think of Argyle or something like that. And I just like the way that looks. And I'm putting graphite just in the crevice. And I'm going to bring that out. Maybe, I'll get it going the other direction. Maybe some at the tips just to, make it bendy. But I kind of like the idea of leaving this part. Oh, actually, no, I can add, I was adding a little bit of graphite along the sides. But let's see how it looks without. I'm going to use just what's left on my Tortillion. Yeah, on those tips, because that, like I said, that makes it look like they're, bent over. As long as you leave a little of the original tile color in the middle, then it does that. Let's see. Yeah. I like it. But I do think it, as much as I was wanting to leave that, at the same time I'm like, well, I don't know. You know what? Actually, let me go back to the pencil. Just kind of on the sides. And then too, if it's a little darker, it makes it look a little bit different than the graphite that's already there. And that helps. Oh yeah, it just makes it look a little shiny. I love it. Okay. Kind of doing it in the middle top of that one. Yeah. Okay. And now my brain just went, it's just a little something inside there. Okay. I'm just kind of sort of doing half with what's left on the tortillon. Yeah. Yeah, it's not much. It's hard. Yeah, I can hardly see it on here. But I like it. And I hope you have too. If you have liked this, please click on the like button. And then also, while you're at it, if you have not done so already, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, I mentioned finding links to the step outs. I think that's just so important. And I always link to the creator of the tangle so you can see it in their hand and see their samples and things like that. Below that is my link tree. So again, if you enjoy my content, on the link tree, you can, there's all links to my social media, my website where you can follow my blog. If you are interested in tangling with me and a bunch of other tangle addicts, we do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays generally has a fee, except for the third Tuesday of every month, and that is Tough Tangle Tuesday. That one is free. And then on Thursdays are free. And that class is called Tangle Time. I will take a tangle or two. This might have been a fun one to do. But take a tangle or two and share it, and we see how much fun we can have. Again, it's free. The free ones are an hour. There are 2 links on the link tree where I post the classes. There's some. I might add another one. I haven't gotten regular at posting there, but I shall probably put something to that one as well. But you'll see those. And the advantage is that you'll see them in your time zone. You can sign up so that way you get reminders and all of that kind of stuff. So, and speaking of our Tangle Addicts community, we also have a Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook. So if you'd like to join us there, would love to have you. Click the link or find the link, then click it and answer the 4 questions. And as soon as I see that, I'll let you in. All right. So with that, thank you again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.